Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the MMSTC People's Podcast. My name is Faith, and we're here to welcome back our Group 3 for their Part 2 interview. We are missing someone, though. Anybody know when Xavier is going to get here?
Where'd he go?
Where'd he go?
He died.
Where'd he go, guys?
Can I come out of the table?
Okay, you can go.
With a fresh new concussion.
Hello, welcome to my podcast. This is episode 2, because episode 3, part 2.
Okay, so we're gonna ask everyone to remind us who they are and what their project is. So we're just gonna pass the microphone around and have everyone do that. Just before you start talking, like, wait till you have the mic and then start talking. Okay.
Hey guys, so I worked with Aditya and Xavier over here, and we actually encountered a pretty big issue. Oh, my name is Joseph Guerrero. I'm sorry. But we encountered a pretty big issue. If you remember what our project was, we were trying to distribute goods to people by profiting off of shipping, pretty much. So you need to be 18 to do that, and none of us are 18. So
Wait, so like,
Just tell your name and what your
Okay.
project was.
I was gonna ask you a question, but
Not allowed.
No.
Not on my podcast.
my name is Evan. I did a survey about like demographics and stuff, and then asked a trolley problem, and then now I'm in the phase of just collecting my data and collecting responses. It's going pretty well.
Hi, I'm Faith, and my project is publishing this podcast.
Oh, hey.
My name is Hannah, and my project is learning American Sign Language.
My name is Payton, and I'm not supposed to be here, but I had my wisdom teeth out on Monday. So my project is reading, which I've been doing a bad job at.
Thank you. Okay, so first things first, Conrad is not here. I do not know where he is.
He died.
Under the table.
Xavier has informed us that he is indeed under the table, so hopefully he will come out during the episode. Maybe not. Hopefully.
I am Conrad.
Really?
Payton is the replacement Conrad. I did have more background questions for you, Hannah, because you got very little screen time last episode. So I did want a little more background. So you said you were doing it because of your mom, right? Okay. So I had another question. Do you just want to tell us more about it overall?
But what else to say about
Okay.
it?
So are you just now, like, is this the very start of you learning ASL, or have you learned ASL
This is the
previous
start.
prior to this?
Yeah,
This is
this
the
is-
start. Okay. And then, if you don't mind me asking, your mom, is this also, like, she just began learning ASL?
She took
You're fine.
she took some college courses a couple years ago, and she still remembers most of it, so she could make basic conversation. And she's thinking about maybe taking some refresher courses
Okay.
as her hearing gets worse.
Mhm.
So
Okay, thank you. Okay, so I did want to keep this a little more on track, hopefully. So my first question is for Xavier. You did not know that we published these episodes. Have you watched any of the episodes since?
I watched the first one, which was mine. I think that was the best one, you know. I think we should invite the same people again, because, you know, like, I'm just saying that has the #1 views on YouTube in the world.
In the world.
#1 likes in the world, top of trending. Billie Eilish, Obama was all in it. Like, we had like the whole crew. And, like,
Yeah, I remember that.
I don't see Endgame making $5 billion. I mean, we did.
We did. Yeah.
Yep. Okay, I have a lot of questions for your group. I'm gonna try to keep them at a minimum because I don't think that they can all be answered at all or appropriately. My next question is for Aditya.
Oh god.
So Xavier told us that drop shipping is super common and it was a trend on TikTok. What made your project different, being that it was a trend?
Nothing at all.
Okay.
What my associate was trying to say is that we were different in every single fathomable way. What is fathomable? Anyways, okay, so normal people, when they, drop ship and, try to do that whole thing, they make money. us, not only our profits 0, but our net gain is in the negative. How
Wait,
does that
hold
make
on.
But
Did you guys buy all the sunglasses
No,
before you
no,
realized
no,
that you
no.
couldn't
Nuh-uh.
sell them?
So from last week to this week, what were you actually able to accomplish?
I read 3 books and took a lot of naps.
I learned some conversational phrases and a couple relationship phrases.
Peyton wants to know if you'll sign them first.
Or just
Which
sign
one?
something you know I don't care what it is.
Hold on.
They
There
can
go.
lie to me about what
You
it
told
means.
like a knock-knock
One
joke through like
name
sign language.
is H.
Why did the chicken cross the road?
H.
Get to the end.
Thank you.
So I'm actually going to ask for a progress, not from Xavier for that group, unfortunately, at the moment. But we're going to go over to Evan. Evan.
I got 58 people to click my link, and I learned that a lot more people are agnostic than I thought. I didn't make that an answer choice, and on my pie chart looks like a rainbow.
Oh.
oh, that's nice. So Xavier filled out like 10 tax forms just to get denied at the end because he was not 18. Yeah, that sucked. And then we did create like several ads. All of them got flagged.
I feel like we genuinely developed a better understanding of marketing, and like we did a lot of research on the groups we can market to and how like certain products relate to those groups. So I feel like we definitely have like a better developed understanding of how to market and target like a certain group, especially on like TikTok.
Hey Xavier, do you want?
After a week of progress, I've interviewed so many people. I've edited down and uploaded several very successful videos on my account, MMSTC People's Podcast. Also known as me. This is just my podcast. And you have any questions?
Can I have the mic back? Thank you. We're gonna go to some other people for a quick second. Okay, so you said that your survey included a variant of the trolley problem. Do you mind telling everybody what that problem was?
Oh yeah. So instead of, in the typical trolley problem, you have on one track, there's, I want to say 4 or 5, people on one track that the train is headed towards, and then you can pull the lever and make it go over to just hit one person, neither of which have any significance to you. The way I did it, on the track that the train is headed for, there's 6 people now to add a little more, leverage. Yeah, oomph, yeah, I was thinking that too.
More incentive.
And then on the other track that you can pull the lever to is like your significant other or your best friend, so there's more significance there. I tried to balance it out because in the original trolley problem, it was very much skewed towards people pulling the lever and killing the one person, so I tried to give it a little more leverage. The way that it's going right now, it kind of flipped the opposite way, but I still have enough people that have chosen both different options to where I can get good data out of it and make good conclusions.
Thank you. Okay, my next question was for Conrad. I do not have a question.
No answer.
He's not here.
I know the answer.
Okay, Conrad. You said that if you rushed and made it ugly, it would only take you an hour, but you didn't want that. So, in your making it beautiful, how long did it take?
I can actually answer that question.
Oh, okay.
Because I go to his
Evan's
house.
going to answer that for us.
He hasn't started it. So he made the blueprint of it, which I haven't seen. I would love to share, but I haven't seen it. But the physical roller coaster is 0% complete as of right now.
That's okay.
Put it all out there.
Real.
Okay, so Payton, Lindsay wanted to know from you personally, how was Cancun?
So it was really, really great, you know, very pretty. I didn't get to see a lot of it because I spent upwards of 24 hours in my hotel room throwing up every 15 minutes, but it's okay. It was really pretty. My dad felt bad and he bought me a really expensive bracelet, so.
Wow, what did it look like? What was it?
It was like silver and opal. I don't know, it was really pretty. My dad tried to get the guy to go down on the price and he pretended to not understand him.
Well, it's okay. All right. Joe, back to you. Okay, so you said you were marketing the Giga Chad glasses. Was that ever an actual physical project or an actual physical product, or was that all truly a scam?
None of our business attempts were scams. This was a very, very real product. We also experimented with several other products, such as like what else?
Like firearms, lighters.
Yeah, lighters in the shapes of firearms and stuff like that. Whatever we could sell to like a mass population of like
Children.
yeah, pretty much.
Now that might sound bad, surface level, but think of the monetary. Think about the monetary.
Think of
gain.
all the profit we could have made. Like
Did someone say profit? Oh my God! Let's talk about our experiment profits. We are now in the top 1% of the 1%. So that means no.
I already said that you're the expert.
Nuh-uh.
no.
Okay, see, the problem is when Joe says it, I would buy it from Joe, okay? Joe's a really nice person, and I believe him. Xavier, on the other hand, I feel like is gonna sell me some cake and put, like, poison in it or something.
Xavier, this is not a good look for our company.
Hannah, so you said you had to use Science School as your program because all of the other programs were blocked by the school's Wi-Fi. Do you feel like you could have gotten farther in your progress if you had a different program, or do you think that was not a setback for you?
No, I feel like it's pretty okay because science school, it's mostly basics where I'm at right now. They have like more advanced levels that I'm just not at yet, but it's pretty thorough, so I think I'm okay.
Okay, so back to dropshipping. Aditya, Joe said that you were learning how to video edit throughout the project. Do you feel that you are more proficient than you were at the beginning of your project with your video editing skills?
Aditya, legally, we won't say what we're video editing. Okay?
Alright. No. Anyways.
Thank you. Okay, so Payton. Payton was not supposed to be on this episode, but of course we are happy to have her anytime we can get her. Which is okay. So Payton, you were reading very many books.
Yes.
What was your goal in the time that we had, and where are you at now?
Okay, so my goal was to read 2 books a week because I have a full year goal to read 100 books for the year, and that gives me about 2 weeks off because there's 52 weeks in a year. So far, I read 2 books the first week, and then last week while I was in Cancun, I actually read 3 books. I haven't read at all this week. I'm blaming my surgery. I get time off. But I'm doing pretty good. I feel like I just went to the bookstore and bought 10 more books.
All right. Okay. So, Xavier, Joe also said that you would be more proficient in your marketing skills. Do you feel like your skills have increased in the field of marketing?
Do you want to buy? Is that a yes or a no?
No.
So that's all, folks. You know, yes, our marketing skills never
glad to hear it, I think. Okay, Joe, same question to you, but you said you were going to be you said you were going to be better at making money. Would you say that your skills increased in making money?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, if you look at me now and where I was before this project, my marketing skills and money-making abilities skyrocketed. I mean,
I don't think you're in the frame.
I mean, right, Xavier? I mean, Aditya, how much profit did we make?
$1 billion.
Negative.
Something like that.
$1.
But yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Sorry. Oops.
Wow. Okay, so Evan, how many people were you able to survey so far?
Well, I'm taking submissions until Sunday, and I'm e-begging people to take my survey. But after 3 days of e-begging, I'm at 58 people.
Okay. Raise your hand if you've taken Evan's survey.
Where do I
knew
take
you
it?
would now. You just strike me as the type.
I didn't even know it was a thing.
You probably would try and figure out how to get the trolley to kill everyone.
No.
Derail it.
Yeah, like drift it, then you get like extra points.
How are you drifting it?
You derail. I don't know how
Um,
a train works. I've only driven it twice.
Okay, next question. Okay. Back to you again, Evan. So, what did you find were the most and least significant variables, and how would you explain this? Have you analyzed the data yet?
I haven't analyzed it, but I mean, I've made some connections. One thing I found is that, well, first of all, last time someone asked me, what do you think is going to end up like not working? And I said the only children like question. That is still true. I have like 85% only children, or only 5% not only children. Thought a lot more people didn't have siblings. So in light of this, I started looking at like the people who put their names, because I want to have 8 variables if possible. So I'm looking at the people that put their names down now as well, just out of curiosity. And I found that almost everyone that pulls the lever puts their name down. Don't know why. I thought it would be the other way around. Almost everyone.
Does the pull the lever kill more people?
No, it kills
Aw.
your significant other or your best friend. But it saves
Okay,
60.
so the more people that pulled the lever put their names down.
Yes.
Because I pulled the lever and I put my name down.
See, it's real life proof of my observation.
I would just like to say I didn't put my name down, but the reason I did was because it wasn't required, so I just did the required questions and submitted it.
Well, I know. That's
Yeah.
I mean.
No. No. Okay. Okay, what significant or what statistical tests do you plan on using?
To be honest, I don't know if my sample sizes for any of the questions are going to be big enough to actually do like a real statistical test that is valid, because I think the only group right now that has like over 30 is not only children. So if possible though, I would like to do, I think, I haven't done statistics in a while. I was going to look into this later, but I think it's like a 2 sample t-test, because I'm trying to look at if there's, a difference between one group answering one question more significantly than another group. So that's what I think I'm going to do, but I don't know if that's going to work.
Payton?
Okay, I'm asking this question because I just committed yesterday. You guys can totally not answer because a week ago I wouldn't have wanted to answer this question, but where are you guys going to college? I'm going to Saginaw Valley.
Full ride.
I'm currently undecided.
What are you considered?
I'm right now choosing between Northern and Eastern Michigan.
You can say that.
University of Michigan. I've always been super, confident on my choice in college. I didn't make that up 3 seconds ago.
Currently, my number one choice is Michigan Tech, and right now I'm just waiting on scholarships.
Right now, I'm waiting on a rejection or an acceptance from University of Michigan, Ann Arbor. Once I get that back, if I get rejected, then I'll have to look at my other options. Like, I have a few that I am looking at is like Oakland, Detroit Mercy, and Central. But if I get an acceptance back from them, then that's definitely where I'll go.
Undecided.
I'm also currently
You're not
undecided.
in the frame.
But I'm choosing probably between like Michigan State and Kettering.
Fancy.
All right. I have a little bit more of a question about your guys' profits. I'm a little okay. I want to know the ratio. How much money did you put into this, and how much money did you get out? Anybody, whoever wants to answer
infinity. Negative infinity.
To which question?
Does that mean you're still paying? And
I mean,
making
I
no
feel
profits?
like we lost a total of
Like,
$1, but I mean we truly lost a lot more
What
than
did you
that.
spend $1
We
on?
what was the dollar spent on, Xavier?
Gum.
I don't want to talk about it.
So, if this product, you said the product was a real product that you had.
Have
If-
you want to buy it?
If you only spent $1, how were you able to afford this product? If you do not mind me asking.
Okay, so I'm sorry guys. Dropshipping is like kind of weird. You don't like actually own the products you're shipping. You just like ship it for the customer and you make them pay like a lot for shipping and you just take the profits pretty much. It's kind of like, you know, free money.
Wow.
But I mean, we didn't get any money because we spent $1 and we didn't actually sell anything because we can't sell anything because we're 18.
Okay, so if you were to do your project over and do it differently, would you do anything differently? And if so, what?
I would probably learn Spanish because I actually did end up going to Mexico, and there was this 40-minute car ride from the airport to the hotel where nobody really understood what the driver was saying, and I got a little bit scared. But yeah, you know, I would just change my project entirely, no big deal.
I'd probably do actual, like, learn more sign language, because I have spent the last 3 days doing nothing. And even when you came to collect me, I was doing math and not sign language.
Collect. It's like I'm harvesting students for my podcast.
I wouldn't have invited you on my podcast.
Thank you.
I would have asked either more or a couple different questions. I had a really good one yesterday. You would have loved to hear it, but I don't remember it now. But also, I've been told that instead of 6 people, I should have made it 6 babies. That would have made it a more divisive question. So right now, and that could have made it maybe more of a 50-50, because I've asked a couple people, how would you have felt if it was 6 babies? And they were like, oh yeah, that would have changed things. And a couple of them are like, no, that would not have changed anything. So maybe that would have been more divisive.
You're never going to let
Yeah,
me live
that
the
would've
6
changed.
babies down.
that would have just made
was
me
you?
stay, that would have just made me stay put even more. I'm not gonna lie. Anyways, commit tax fraud.
If we would have done anything differently, I think we would have done this like in 2 months when Xavier or Aditya is 18. But if I had to do something else, I'd probably actually like literally just do video editing and like make like some YouTube videos or something.
Okay, so obviously in the next week or so, give or take some days, we are going to be switching classes and a new fraction of our class of 2023 will be coming in and doing this same project. So what would you recommend to them when they are thinking of ideas to doing their projects or actually executing their projects? It makes me uncomfortable that he's laughing already.
I didn't even do that.
Don't commit tax fraud,
Boo.
or
Get them out off the stage.
or just like be Xavier in general. Don't be Xavier.
Also, don't listen to Xavier at all. Take no marketing advice from Xavier.
Don't go on a racist podcast like this, because, you know, when you really think about it, it's all her fault.
2 things. One, I would do more research. I would do some research at least into the requirements of what you're going to do, so you don't end up like these guys who can't do their project. And 2, don't overburden yourself with a hard project. It's very open-ended, and poor Conrad, rest in peace, he's trying to make a roller coaster and doesn't really have time to do it. So now he's super stressed, and I'm like, why did you say you're going to make a roller coaster? So just it's open ended. You can do anything you want. So just do something that you know is in the realm of not going to make you stressed out.
Thanks, Evan, for the salt in the wound.
You're welcome.
I really appreciate it.
Any day.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
You're
I have
welcome.
a question. So did you guys like fail your passion project?
No.
Are you sure?
Just postponed.
Yeah.
Okay. Does anybody have any closing remarks as we wrap this episode up? Just raise your hand and I'll pass you the mic. Anybody? Okay. All right, everybody. I guess say bye to Conrad. Bye, Conrad.
Bye.
Okay, let's say bye to our audience.
Bye,
Bye,
audience.
audience.